Hey everybody, Pastor Brad here once again. Glad to greet you on this day after Palm Sunday. Thank you to many of you who joined us this last weekend, and I want you to know I miss you. There's this odd thing about gathering electronically. We're so grateful for that technology, but it's not the same as being together. And I miss that a great deal. But we'll get through this together, and on the other side of that, we'll be back together again. So here's one of the cool things. Those of you that have sent pictures of your gathering around your living room, worshiping together and learning together, that somehow helps make that connection happen a little bit. So do that again. Keep doing that. Thank you for doing that. So over the last weeks, each midweek or so, we tried to keep you up to date with the things that are happening at Copper Hills and what's coming up the next weekend. And as you know, this is Easter coming up, and it's Easter like no other. We're going to celebrate it differently than how we have in the past, for sure. But here's what, it's still the same Jesus. And the reason to celebrate is still the same reason. Every year we pick this date and we celebrate the fact of what he did on Good Friday. But we celebrate what that led to, which was his resurrection, which just reinforced the power of what Good Friday was all about. So we're going to celebrate Good Friday and Easter together again this year a little differently. So this Good Friday, we're going to do a service, and it's going to be online at 7 o'clock like we typically have in previous Good Fridays. It's something really special. We're going to do communion together. So the reason I tell you that is you need to be prepared for that. Get your bread or your donut and your juice or whatever you want to use to celebrate communion. Get that ready for Friday night, and we'll celebrate that together. Then of course, Easter morning and actually Saturday night as well, we're going to celebrate the resurrection of our Savior as well. If you want to follow along, I encourage you for both of those services, copperhills.online.church, and those will be live and ready to go. And we'll send a Vimeo link as well if that doesn't work for you in some way. So there's other things that are happening for sure, like family life. Pastor Kevin has something for each one of your kids to do, and you want to tune in for that as well. You can get that on our YouTube channel. As well as there's things for our students. This Sunday evening, for example, in spite of it being Easter and typically not meeting, Pastor Russell has something for you there as well. You can find that at our YouTube channel as well. So that's this weekend. Last week, we introduced something called the Community Care Initiative, and amazing, it shouldn't be, but it is amazing to me. 50 or 60 of you signed up to say, I can help in some way. I can get groceries for people. I can transport people. And just thank you for doing that. Now, here's the other side, is we have all these people ready to serve, but we need to know of what the needs are in our community, and that's where you come in once again. Our vision, our philosophy here has been take notice and take interest. So take notice of your neighbors and colleagues from work, or conversations you're having with family members that are, maybe you're not with them all the time, or somebody on your kids' athletic team, whatever it might be. And listen for what needs they might have, because we want to help them with that. So when you take notice, then take interest, help them sign up for what their need is, or ask them whether you might be able to do that for them. And we want to connect need meters with the needs that are there, and watch what Jesus does and how we're mistaken for him in our culture. So do that. Again, looking forward to being together this weekend. Anticipate Good Friday, anticipate Easter Sunday, and Saturday night. We're going to have a great time together worshiping our alive and risen Savior. Have a great week in the meantime. We'll see you on the weekend.